Game is started. Well, game hasn't started, but nation, we are here. A little bit of addition to the screen. I tried to put another addition, but I'm still trying to figure it out. The screen will continue to look different and change as everything progresses. So, if you are here with us, welcome. If you're here, let us know. Um, Still plenty of work to do, but looks like we're going to be. This game is being covered by the NFL. We got Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Those two guys are good. So let's see what they bring to the table. This game feels really important um, because it is. This game is really important. So we get to see. We're just about getting started. There is a ton of people flooding the airways with oh, I wow, actual game. That's good. Draws more eyes onto people like myself. So I got a list here of things that I'm going to be looking for this game. For anyone who's watching, there's a full list that I put out of players that I will personally be looking for. So this is quite a big game for. There's plenty. Check, check. Let's do one more quick check. Make sure everything's working well. Good. Okay. Before we officially start, let's get some water. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are as good to go as we'll be for now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for show. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Hmm. Okay, perfect. All of our screens are working well. All right, so the defense is going up first. This is good. All right, player down on the 30, just over the 30. Houston Texan. All right. Shroud is in. Yeah, Shroud is in. So that means first team guys are in. Okay. Quay Walker and Nicole B. Dean are not in though. So it is Tommy and so it looks like it's our second team defense. That's to be expected. So this is our second team defense here, right? Um at linebacker, we do have the two Bergs, Eichenberg and Lindenberg. I see Coons, 99, that's Tommy. Okay. Nice. That's 27. That's McCollum. Okay. McCollum comes in with a nice tackle there. Yeah, yeah, no, good tracking, good tackle by McCollum. Oh, first down. Okay, it goes right up the middle. First down for the Houston Texans. That was just right between the splitting the tackle and the guard. Play action. Boom, boom. Good tackle by number 31. That's Stukes. Number 31, Stukes coming in with the tackle there. Really, really good tracking. Really good tackle by him. That is true. Most of our starters will not be playing tonight. 51, 96, 99, 93. Those are our defenders. McCollum has shown up twice for 2 tackles. Stukes for 1 tackle. Oh, good defense by Porter. That was good defense by Porter. That was the receiver had no chance at all. Like I said, I did expect that our corner should be getting good, really good split. And as you can see, Darian Porter is still in because I do believe Darian Porter is the second, the weak side corner. All right, shotgun pass. It's complete. Darian Porter got beat there. Darian Porter got beat there. That was just 1-on-1. He got beat. That's the first down for Houston. Let's see what kind. I want to see what kind of ride he ran. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It was a 1v1 coverage. Ah, yeah, that's on Porter. You gotta catch up to those. You gotta catch up to that. Was on Porter, right? On the center. Fake handoff. Dump off to the running back. And he gets stopped by Stukes and 44, which should be Lindenberg, right? No, that's Eichenberg. 44 is Eichenberg. Stroud on the center again. Three receivers. Big handoff. Oh, nice. Number 93 was chasing. Number Okay, 93. That should be Johnson, right? Not no Patrick Johnson. Yeah, last week I thought his name was Paris Johnson, but it's Patrick Johnson. So number 93 is Patrick Johnson, and he made himself known there. That was a good chase by him there. I just saw someone say you first, Cody. Oh, blitz on the corner. Oh, Stroud got away. That was good play by Stroud. It was a corner blitz. He picked up on it, got out the pocket, got about 5 yards, enough to get the first down for 10 yards. So, yeah, their offense is kind of moving down pretty easily on us now. Yeah. They just split number 44, which is Eichenberg, right? Yeah, they just split 44. There's really no option for him. He went for Stroud, thinking Stroud was going to sprint out for the first down. It's okay. And they are on the 25. Houston's on the 25 of the Raiders. Let's see. And there's a flag. Too many men on the defense. Okay. So Tucker Hemingway is not playing. Okay, Quiddipe is not playing. Max is not playing. Most of our defensive first unit are not playing at all. But that's okay. That's what we needed on defense. Oh, number 42 got it. Didn't get it though. First down and 5, and that's gonna be a touchdown. A touchdown for Houston. That was just a running in. Good run by Mark. Woody Marks. Yeah, good run by him. Yeah, that was nasty. That was real nasty. But yeah, let me see what I can read from here. A good, yeah, good misdirection there. Uh, the offensive line did have a misdirection there that did throw off number 44. So, uh, we'll go. I'll go look at that again at some time and see what kind of happened there. But most of the action happened on the O line. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, not a whole lot more I can say about that. Honestly, that's a typical big run that happens in the NFL multiple times a game. How you doing tonight, though, my man? Raiders 7528. What up? What up? One commercial break. Let me get some more ice in my water here, real quick. I will be back shortly. I feel like my chair needs to sit up a little bit more. Okay, we'll be back soon. Um, I'm not gonna go too hard on that. Again, let's see how often that happens in this game because that is one of the things we need to fix. When the middle of that gap, the our tackles, I don't feel good about our tackles. No one is kind of showing off. No one is shining. That's kind of my worry right now. There's just not a significant person there. Hopefully, Adam Butler remains as good in against the run as it's always been, and Tucker Hemingway comes out to apply some major pressure. But right now, man, I just don't. Yeah, I'm not feeling good about our tackle situation. So on that one, CJ Stroud with 4 for 6 for 27 yards. Woody Marks 4. Yo, Vente, what up, my man? Coming in hot with the popcorn and the flag. That was a pretty good drive by the Texans in general, as y'all can see on the stats there. Not too bad. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. Let's see an extended look at Fernando. This is going to be the purpose of this game. He will play the first 2 quarters. We've heard he will play the first 2 quarters. So we get a very good look at the future of the Las Vegas Raiders. I formation on the center. Mendoza's commanding troops. Hike the ball. It's going to be a pass. Back shoulder fade. There was contact, no flag. I think, I think Mendoza threw that a bit early, but it was a good throw because the only person that could have caught that was a receiver. It looked like it was a bit early. Maybe Naylor didn't turn quickly enough to see the pass coming, but no matter what, that was an incomplete. You're not watching the game. There's no starter on defense, so defense looks as defense will look against the first team. There was no starters. Oh, whoa. That was bad snap. Bad snap count by the Raiders there. Ian Thomas kind of jumped, it looked like. Number 80. So Ian Thomas kind of jumped on that one. I wouldn't stress too much about that first run by Houston. That looked like a typical that can happen to any team in the NFL on any given Sunday. We'll keep watching that defense, seeing how they improve as the game progresses. But I'm not too stressed about what happened there. We have no single first unit member in, so shotgun from Mendoza under pressure. Takes it away. Ooh, good catch by Jalen Naylor. Ooh, that looks about a 20-yard gain, maybe 15 to 20. That was good pass by Mendoza. Straight bullet shot. There was a little bit of pressure, but not too much. He just, boom. Yeah, put it right where he should. The defender jumped. No go, buddy. Okay. Excellent pass by Mendoza. Excellent pass. I think Naylor almost lost that. In fact, that ball was moving so fast. Back to I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Mike Washington. Mike Washington is going. So Washington is going. Washington is going. Washington is going. And he gets stopped at the Houston's 15. Mike Washington's second break in the second game. That was a big run by Washington. That was the first run of the day. And Washington just straight up the middle. He just broke off. Real patient, real patient, real patient. And they just used power and speed. And Washington went straight for the good run. Good run by Washington there, ladies and gentlemen. Good run. All right. Mendoza play action and throws a pick. Oh no, Mendoza throws a pick. And Mendoza's making a chase. Mendoza's making a chase. He will not give up. Mendoza, oh, he tried. He couldn't get him. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Mendoza throws a pick six. Hoorah! That's good. That's good, Red Nation. Trust me, that's good. Let's get that out of our system. That's good. It was just a slightly bad read, rookie mistake. I fully expect that. Yes, Twitter is going to start losing their mind. It's fine. That I fully expect that. The question is, how do we bounce back? Let's just throw it. I know what? I'm okay with that, Nation. Let's just get that out of the system. Yeah, let's just get that out of our system. First pick six. I'm happy about it, Red Nation. You were here to witness it. First pick six. Let's get out of our system. Let's be done with it. Yep, so that was a pick six by Mendoza. I haven't seen a replay yet. Um, I saw the read, I saw what he was looking at, but he just I don't think he saw the linebacker that was just sitting right there. So I'm waiting for a replay so we can get a better look at what happened there. Mendoza made the chase, tried to get the tackle, couldn't do it. It's okay. Still no replay yet. So we get to see the defense again, which is good. I'm fine to see the defense again. They're the main focus, anyways. Waiting to see if we see a replay. Here's the replay. See what happens. That was on the center. Okay. Nope. That that was not on Mendoza. Uh, It was on Mendoza simply because he threw the pick, but he did throw the ball to where Mike Washington should have been and was. It's just the timing was off. So we'll take that back. That was an unforced error. We'll take that back and keep going with it. Someone from Houston team apparently getting a bunch of weight to become a linebacker. I'm hoping Kean Sloan gives a bunch of weight to become either edge or stays a linebacker. Ah, okay. Mendoza's back on the field. Let's see what the second shot looks like. On the center again. Oh, play action with the handoff. No play action with the handoff, and yeah, that got nowhere. Um, the O line kind of broke apart there. Let's see where that came from. That's football. That's football. Max Crosby up in there just hugging my boy. That's football, man. And it wasn't really on Mendoza. It was a good attempt at check down. It's just the movement was just off. That's okay. Second and 14 by the Raiders. Oh, draw play. Draw play. Mike Washington gets around 4. Yeah, so it's 3rd and 10. We're still looking good, Raiders. Honestly, at this point, the game is still going as exactly as I want it to go. We just need more looks. Uh, Shotgun from Mendoza, backing up under pressure, throws. Oh, he tried to hit Jalen in a deep middle, couldn't connect. He was under pressure, but he got the ball out before the pressure got to him. 4th and 9. We're gonna punt. Yeah, that was Jaden Klein. He just beat out Trey Zoon. That pass just barely missed. It's okay. A miss is a miss. We move on. Not a good day from Mendoza so far, but good. I want all these bad games out of the way. Whoa, what a punt by AJ Cole. My goodness. A flag? What's a flag for? Great punt by AJ Cole. My goodness. It was 60 yards, but it was more than that. That ball was hanging in the air for a long time. That was an excellent punt. Illegal touch by the Raiders? What? Illegal touch of what? Oh, I think the player who touched the first one out of bounds. That's what illegal touch is. Okay. Yeah, illegal touch. Okay. Oh. So the ball goes back to the 20. That was okay. So which is such a weird rule now, I think. But because the player who touched the ball went out of bounds, it's an illegal touch, even though anybody there could have touched the ball and downed it. And a matter of fact, I don't know why they didn't quickly. Anyways, that was just one of those. Okay, we kind of forgot that rule. Maybe the player didn't realize he went out of bounds, right? We're still going in. Still nothing. I'm still not seeing anything real concerning. Just this is just typical football. Every now and then, where everything just kind of becomes uh, this weird, whatever you want to call it, of whew, talk. Yeah, nothing about that was disappointing to me. It just kind of was what it was. Um, and I wouldn't even say that was a Fernando Mendoza mistake. That was just an attempt to make a play that the timing was off on. So okay, CJ Stroud is over. So let's get second team against second team here for the defense, and let's see what the defense shows us. 55's a Mike. Okay. Oh, number 63. Who is 63? Fadakasi. Oh my goodness. That was a Fadakasi got in there like he owned the place. That was a real good play by him. Huh. We can't even see a replay of that play happened so quick. Oh, Paris on the side. Wide open. Tight end wide open on the corner. That's first down by Houston. I feel like that was Eichenberg that maybe messed that up. Nice. Good stop again by number 63 again. That was the first down for Houston, but there's a flag on the play. It's on defense again. Okay. Face mask. That's another 15 yards tagged on. That was by. Oh yeah, yep. No, that was face mask by the Lulu. He was trying. Oof. He was trying to make a tackle, but remember that's a really, really dangerous potential move to make. The play is fine, but yeah, that flag was deserved. No qualms there. So defense is still really running a 4-2. It looks like we're still running a 4-2 pretty consistently. Number 31 coming down. Oh, and barely missed that and gave a wide open lane for Houston to get another first down. Traden Stukes blitz in. Good movement, good speed. Just didn't get there quickly enough. Nice. Okay, that one was a stop at the line. Good news. The guy who was terrorizing everybody apparently got kicked in the face by some lady who straight up gave him a karate chop to the face. Mills is back in the end zone. End zone. Backfield. Oh, whoa. Tommy came in with a good rush. Tommy came in with a good rush. Tommy Eichenberg on that one had a really good rush that hurried up Mills, and the ball was incomplete. Masses was on the coverage. Good touch by Masses. Turned his head. Nice. Ooh. The receiver really tried for something spectacular, though. That receiver was trying to get that with one finger if he needed to. Ah, screenplay. Ooh, woo, Woo, Stooks came in and lit the lick. Stooks is flying all over the field. He hasn't been making a big impact, but he's flying all over the field. And that time he flew right into number 17 and give him a nice little welcome. Welcome to football for 2020. What year are we in? 2025? Twix 6? Yeah. It's 4th and 1. 51-yard attempt coming. And that is going to be good. The Raiders are very much losing, but I, this game still doesn't feel like the Raiders are throwing it away. This is one of those NFL games where it's just like, all right, circumstantially things are just not quite going the way we wanted to. So let's see if we can kind of pivot back. This is good though. This is good for Raider Nation because the question now is, okay, coach, what do we do when our back is against the wall and we're down 17-0 and we're not even what? We're still in the fourth quarter, aren't we? Okay, just become the no, we're still in the for the first, right? So we're about to hit a 3-minute drill coming up. So it's 3 minutes left in the game. So can the Raiders put up a score before the end of the first quarter here? Most likely, and they'll probably still take their time, but let me know what y'all think so far. Are we looking? What we're not looking bad. This is just one of those weird NFL games where we're down 17-0 because of a few errors. Because it's preseason, I'm not tripping about it. I, I don't know what else to say. It's like the starting defense is not really in the game. They're not in the game. Trader Stooks has been flying all over the field, so that's been showing. Number 93 continues to kind of flash to me. Number 93 is Patrick Johnson, and he came from another team, but this is the second game in a row where he's kind of making his presence felt on that defense. So it does look like he's ready to make the team. Dante Thornton is on the sideline again. I'm just not sure about him anymore at this point. Um, yeah. So yeah, and honestly, this is still looking. I want to see more. Thankfully, we're still in the first quarter. This game is just kind of slow in general. Working really. Whoa, and the Texans just had a kick that made no sense. So that was a bad kick by the Texans. So we get the ball, I believe, on the 40. Yeah, 40-yard line. Okay. So the new rule is if you kick the ball out of bounds, the receiving team gets the ball on the 40-yard line. So now we get to see Mendoza on our 40-yard line with just 10 yards across the halfway there with I believe. Sorry, they're not showing how much left in the quarter right now. Oh, 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the quarter. So this is effectively a 2-minute drill. Let's see what we do. Yeah, exactly. We have backups. It's a second preseason game. This is what I want. It's fine. Let's see how Mendoza bounces back on the center again with the handoff to Mike Washington, who quickly takes to the outside. Mike Washington, broke a tackle. Mike Washington got to about the 9. That's about 9. That's 9 yards on one run. Mike Washington is having a pretty good day again, averaging about 11.3 yards per run at this point. This is your stats so far. Clearly, the Houston Texans are dominating, but not. This game doesn't feel dominant for them. They're just winning, right? On the center, single back. Mike Washington gets the ball again. First down, gets about 3 yards that time. Nothing is looking particularly alarming to me. The offensive line isn't doing badly because they're running. You know that we're running the ball. So okay, so that's a good thing to know. So Michael Washington last year in college had 13 fumbles. That would definitely explain why he slid down so far in the draft. He hasn't fumbled yet, but keep that in mind. He does have fumbling issues. I hopefully we fix that. Mike Washington again, going down the middle, nowhere, gets nothing, and then gets thrown to the ground. We're gonna get a flag for that? No flag. I don't know. That looked like a little bit of extra curricular. They're showing our draft picks, and yeah. So Mike Washington was a fourth round pick. If you're gonna fumble 13 times in your last in college, yeah, shotgun, dump it off to Dylan Lobby. Lobby down the center. Lobby going for first down. Lobby. That was a good play by Dylan Lobby. Right up the side there. Ran straight for the first down. Good check down by Mendoza. There was a defender there, but it looked more like a screen dump down. But it was just a regular dump down with the lead backer as a blocker. That was good play design. That was good play design because the lead backer there, the fullback actually went to the side for that block specifically. So that was a good play. Didn't allow in the backfield again. Mendoza on the center. Oh, under pressure, gets the ball out. Number 34. Going. Oh, 9, 10. Oh, pushing, get it, push. Oh, that's another first down by the Raiders. He got the ball around the 6, but his teammates came in and pushed him straight over the line. That's first down by the Raiders. That's what I like to see. You better not have that as a second down. Are they gonna call that as a motion stop? Mendoza stood in the pocket, took a hit, went down, popped back up, but he got the ball out. Are they gonna say motion? His motion progression was down? Because I don't think so. I don't think they gave us that. Let me see if they gave us that first down. We should do play. Yeah, we will do play action. We just gotta set it up. We just gotta set it up. The pick that he threw was off of a play action. It wasn't actually on him entirely. It was just a miss. It was just missed timing. Um, but yeah, they've been doing play action pretty consistently. Not right now. I've been seeing pretty good split between running, play action, and shotgun. We're still in a commercial break. Nothing major yet. A good drive by the Raiders so far, though, and I hope they give us a first down for this last play. So it's a good drive so far by the Raiders. They're currently showing a commercial for chess. So anybody that likes chess, apparently they want you to go to freestyle chess. Now they're talking about Gary Kubiak. I mean, we don't do we care? Not really, but he is the son of our coach, so we can't show him any disrespect. It's the son. He is a father of our coach. I know a lot of Raider fans right now are already yapping about this game, but there really isn't anything yet in this game that's even remotely alarming. It is what it is. Mendoza got sacked big time on second. They didn't even give us a first down that time. That was 2nd and 1. Mendoza got sacked big time. Pressure was right in his face right away. There was no real good blocking there. Again, this is not alarming, is it? Let me see how alarming this could potentially be. Yeah, they just yeah. There you go. They just missed the man. Uh, that was Mafe. That was Mafe and who's 61 and Meredith who just missed their man. Again, how do you bounce back? That stuff like that will happen. It will happen. Now it's 3rd and 12. What do we do now? Mendoza shotgun and a timeout by. It's 3rd and 12, and the Raiders call timeout. That was Mafe who gave up that sack. The dude just ran right by him, just right by him, right? And that was they don't even have the person who got the sack yet. The pass blocking isn't great, but the run blocking hasn't been bad, right? Nice, nice, good pass to Thomas, right down the middle. That would get us nothing. That's about a 5. We're gonna have to punt. Nation, if you're watching this, there's still nothing to be alarmed about. This is just football sometimes. Look, it's just a second quarter. We can come back from 17 down on any day. So right now, there's not a whole lot to be concerned about. The pass blocking hasn't been great, but the run blocking hasn't been bad. Mike Washington is averaging 7.8 run per play. So and Dylan Lobby got 1 run for 10 yards. So the run blocking isn't bad. The pass blocking isn't great, and now we just got on the board for 3. So again, we're 2 points down. This is just football. There's nothing to be nervous about yet. Houston has played well. Houston has played really well. Um, their stats have been good. 4 for 6 for Stroud. 3 for 4 for 33 for Mills. Marks is running well, averaging 9.3. Not a bad day for them, right? But again, I I'm still nothing here for me that I'm worrying about. That's all I'm saying. Houston takes it out of the end zone, and they get to about the 23. Mills in a shotgun, looking, nothing open. That should be a hold in. I think Kieran Crawford was held there. Kieran Crawford is in the game, it looks like. So that should be some. If y'all are looking at me like I'm really calm, it's because I'm looking for something, you know? Nice, good stop on defense there to that outside screen. So, like I keep saying, nothing alarming for me yet. I'm not nothing so far that's making me super nervous. Um, Mills in a shotgun, 3rd and 7. Can we stop him here? Ah, good completion by Houston. That wasn't bad, honestly. The pressure wasn't bad. Keon Crawford is in, and he seems to be putting a pretty good pressure on the. That was covered by Trading Stukes, and honestly, he tried. He tried to punch it out. Just really good catch, really good throw. Another screen, another jump off pass too. Yeah, that one got to about 7. I remember telling people this week, right, that this game is going to look like an actual game simulated. Um, they're not taking any. They want to see how the offense and defense are going to function. They're not going to be taking dip shots. This is just like a real game. Oh, good man. At least one rated D line is getting consistent pressure that's just going away from us. But right now, Houston is they're definitely just kind of having their way with the Raiders defense. We are flashing every now and then, but not consistent. Right? That's not one of the things I'm looking for. Can we stop consistently? And we're not. Houston's gonna run again. And Patrick Johnson again. Yeah, Patrick Johnson again. He kind of showing himself to be potentially a good backup. Mills in the shotgun again. Again, 2 linebackers. Oh, good tackle. That's a sack by the Raiders. That was Booker. That was Thomas Booker, the 4th. Good pressure by the Raiders. Sacked for about 7 yards. Don't worry. I feel like, why am I not jumping up and down? Because it's only preseason. I need to watch. That was just good. That was just good run by Thomas Booker. Good run by Thomas Booker. Just ran, did a nice, good loop around the guard and just beat him. 3rd and 13. 2 running back, shotgun. Looks like the Raiders are playing man. He dumps it down, and that's a sack. That's a tackle by number 50. Who's number 50? That's 4th and down. We should be getting a punt. Okay. That was a good drive by the Raiders defense. That's what we expect, right? They're running. All of a sudden, somebody makes a big play and everything stops. Apparently, Houston's got their punter. His name is Kruger or something like that. He's up. Let's see how good he is. Gets the ball up. And that's going to get right around the 10. Got it around the 9. Just inside the 10. Not bad. Not bad. Not a bad punt. That was Malik Benson that was out there to receive that, by the way. It was a fair catch, but Malik Benson was the one back there to receive. We do know he's going to get a lot of rep returning punts, at least till he can solidify himself as a starting wide receiver. But I do think by the middle of the season, I would like to see him just become a solo X receiver for the Raiders. Okay, commercial break right now. When we're back, we're gonna get to see Mendoza again. At this point, I'm kind of hoping that you know, we see something special. We should be. We're not in the 2 minute yet, but we should be in. Let's see if we can quickly run down the field and get another point on there. Um, so at this coming drive, I would expect to see a something deep shot. I would expect it just to kind of see if we can get them just on their heels a bit and throw something surprising because we've been doing a lot of really good running, shotgun dumping off. Let's see if we can kind of get them pulling up a bit, trying to stop Mike Washington, and see if we can get something on top, over the top. So I'm gonna expect at least one dip shot this drive. Hopefully, let's see what we get. All right, we're still in commercial break. I'm trying to look for any story here that was seen. Patrick Johnson, to me, does continue to shine. Number 63 also, but I didn't even see him last week. So number 63 must be somebody we picked up this season who is trying to make the team. But I've been seeing his name. They're about to interview Crosby. That was a lot of Rutledge interviewing him, Crosby too. I'll tell you about what they're saying with Max in a second. Mendoza's on the center again at the 9. Play action. There's the play action. Mendoza gives it down to Ian Thomas. First down by Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas is getting a lot of play. Mendoza on the center again. Motion by number 10. Oh, Mike Washington gets the ball. Gets stopped. That's a tackle for loss. That was about a 1 yard loss. Sorry, Crosby's still talking. Mendoza to Ian Thomas again. That was almost a bad pass, but Thomas caught it for about 3, it looks like. So Max is still talking, so they're still interviewing Mike, Max. Third and 7. Mendoza, look at there's that dip shot I was talking about. There it is. That's a catch. That was Malik Benson. That was Malik Benson. I told you they were going to try to take one deep shot here. That was the one. That was straight to Malik Benson. Like I think that went for about 25, but they're still interviewing Max, so we can't really. I guess we don't really mind looking at Laura Rutledge, so that's fine. This is for the people, right? First and 10 on the 41. Ooh, play action. Dumped it down to screen. Nice. Mike Washington. That's another first down by the Raiders. Mm. Second and 1. Washington in the back. This should be a handoff. It's a handoff off the middle, and that's another first down by the Raiders. That went for about 5 yards. Okay, so they don't interview with Max. Thank goodness. So right now the Raiders offense is kind of humming. They're switching between running and passing, and everything is kind of working. Everything's kind of flowing, including one good deep shot that I expected, and it came. The long went for 18. That's good. Mike Washington again, in the backfield again. Another pass coming. Mendoza throws it away. It just throws it down. That was not intentional grounding. That was good pass. Mendoza's getting hit, but again, nothing alarming. He's taking it. He's getting up. He's getting rid of the ball. He's protecting the ball. Nothing, nothing alarming right now. Outside run to Mike Washington. He puts his body in there and barely got about 3. He fought for it, but that kind of that didn't really work out the way that was supposed to. That was supposed to be a good outside run, so he can really get up the top here when he gets to the end when he gets to the corner there, but didn't really work out. It is third and 7. This is where I expect the pass to come down to somebody like a tight end. Maybe do we have Jack Besh in the game? We do have Besh in the game. I expect maybe a Besh to try and get this. Nope, it's straight up to and he drops it. That was the Malik Benson, and he straight just dropped it. He just straight dropped it. Ah, that's not gonna be good. No, that was just a straight drop. That was just a straight drop. Ah, yep. He could have taken that off the sideline and get more yardage. That was just a bad drop by him. That was just a bad drop by him. That was an excellent pass by Mendoza. Again, now AJ Cole got it to the 9. Again, when it comes to Benson, that was an easy one to explain. He's been having a good game. Maybe he's kind of getting a little bit too lifted up too high. You dropped a perfectly good pass that could have went for more than first down. You could. I don't know how open the field was if you would have made that catch, but you would have definitely would have gotten the first and a lot of extra yardage. So it's one of those young men. Okay, now we got to come back down just a little bit because we can't throw the game away on easy pass and catch. Right, that was one of those, and we just threw that away. Okay, we'll take it. We move on. If that happens starting week 1, though, it's gonna start being a problem, right? That last drive was a bummer because everything was humming. Everything was humming right down to the drop, and the drop just messed it up. Even the drop was would have been a first down, so everything was humming. The coaches were calling the plays perfectly. It was happening the way it was supposed to happen, and drop pass. Okay, that's what it is. Number 50. That's Olubi. Shegun Olubi. He's the backup linebacker, and it does look like he's playing well enough to make the team. When it comes to receiving, the ball's been spread around pretty evenly. Three to Ian Thomas, one to Naylor, one to Benson, one to Washington, one to Hayward. Two to Benson because Benson missed a really big one, right? So everything is looking pretty normal. One sack by Booker. Hmm. The interviewing CJ Stroud was still running a 4-2. Oh, Reyes got in there. That's a tackle for loss. That's General Ulu and back to Stroud's face. Urgh. This game's still going exactly as expected to go. I honestly, nothing here surprising, nothing alarming. Ah, okay. Houston didn't get a first down, but that was another big play by them. It's going to be third and about one. No, I disagree. Thanks for coming in. I don't think we look dog shit. I think we look like a preseason game, right? There's still look when it comes to preseason. There's still a lot to always look at and to look for. So no, I don't think we look. I don't think we look dog shit at all. Keep in mind, we're only in the second quarter, with 2 minutes left. We're down by two scores. That happens to pretty much half the NFL teams every single game on Sunday, and a lot of them come back. Like this game is, I mean, just look at the stats real quick. Look at the stats. You'll see we're spreading the ball around pretty well. That means the offense is moving, the offense is humming. We're averaging 6.1 per run by Mike Washington. Mendoza is 7 of 12 outside of the one pick six. So yeah, no, we're not looking duck shit at all. Not even close. Are we losing? Oh yeah, we're losing, but there's still a whole other half to play. Now in a preseason game, it doesn't matter regardless. But in a regular season game, this is why we brought in the people that we brought in, our coaches. Like, are we going to be down 17-3 many games in the first half? Yeah. Yeah, many teams are down like that. I would say most NFL teams will be down at least a score and a half in the first half of every NFL game, right? How you bounce back is what matters. And right now, judging from the stats, no, the Raiders are holding in there. If not for the pass that Malik Benson dropped, and again, trying to understand that he's a rookie who's been having a really good year so far. He just looked away before he got the ball in his hands, and I'll do a breakdown of that, right? Because that was that was catching 101 for those who play receiver. The thing they always teach us is don't start turning upfield till you're sure you caught the ball, right? That was just one of those rookie mistakes. He was trying to get to the first down before the ball was securely in his hands, right? But 9 times out of 10, he's going to catch that and turn upfield and get a small yard and keep moving the offense. So, no, no, we don't look dog shit at all. There are areas of concern, to be sure. There are areas of concern. The interior there still looks not that great, but I expect that when y'all wake up tomorrow, even as soon as this game is over, Raider Nation is gonna start talking about how dog shit we look. It's like, seriously, look at the game, look at the bus score, look at what's happening. Houston offense only had one touchdown. Just to throw that out there, Houston's offense only got one touchdown, right? Outside of the pick six, got one touchdown. The rest, the defense has been stopping them. They've punted. So, all right, we're back in the field. 2-minute warning by the Houston Texans. Let's see what they bring up. Oh, 42. Crawford, where were you going? I don't know where Crawford was going in that one. It was good coverage, and then he just left his man right before the ball came to him. So he got about 7 on that one. Things could still get really bad for the Raiders, but right now, no, the Raiders do not look like dog shit. Now let's see how this half ends because that might change the momentum here. All right, looks like we now. That was a stop on the line. That was really good by the D line. So it does look like we're running a 4-2-5, pretty consistent. That's the only thing I've seen. So it does look like we're pretty much doing what Seattle did last year, which is just to kind of stay in that nickel and then keep using those safeties to bring them down to mix it up a bit. But yeah, I've seen 4-2 pretty consistently. Oh, I believe you. Oh, I believed you when you said it. Exactly. 4-2 with two safeties pushing down. No flag, no flag, no flag. Oh, that was Jamal McCoy. Good defense by Jamal McCoy. And now a flag comes in. And now a flag comes in. I don't know what that was, but a flag came in. Was that might be a, oh, they caught on sportsman and Jamal McCoy for going like this. Oh, you caught on sportsman like on that? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He just stood and it went like this. It wasn't even standing on top of him. Fine. If that's unsportsman, cool. Let's just call that. Let's just call that unsportsman. Fine. We're fine. The players will adjust to that. We know. Kean Sloan is in the game, and Kean Sloan is in the game, and he's moving. That was Shegun Alubi again who got that down. 2nd and 6 by Houston. Keon Crawford again. I still like him as linebacker, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Whenever people look at edge and they see them making this big giant run, you think they're like gonna get to the quarterback, but they never do. That's that's because it's not just speed. You can't just speed your way to the quarterback. So I want to see Keon Sloan throwing in some spin moves and something else. You're not just gonna run around the tackle to get to the quarterback. I've said this over and over again, and let's see what he does this time. 3rd and 6. Come on, give me some move. Oh, that was good rush by the Raiders. That was not Sloan, but the other side, there was a ton of pressure. Harvey, Stukes, that was a big time blitz on the left side. They brought the house on the weak side and they got in. Oh yeah, the Taco just got lost. Taco didn't know who he was covering. That was good defense again. Like I'm saying, the Raiders don't look dog shit at all. Not even close. 4th and 6. And they're gonna go for the 57. That's a good snap. Good hold. Now it looks like good. Oof. It's a good kick. It's a good kick. Okay, we got 38 seconds left. Let's see if the Raiders take a shot downfield. We don't need to because we get the ball back at the half, but maybe we will because this might be Mendoza's first. Like, okay, we got 30 seconds left. We're gonna have to try and get something in. So I expect a couple of deep shots here. I want to see Mendoza for another quarter though. I do. I want to see him for another quarter. Mendoza's also real quick with getting rid of the ball. So far, I like everything I'm seeing from Mendoza. Jonathan Thornton is still there talking to Mendoza. Okay, I think Thornton put on some muscle. I think he put on a little bit of muscle. I still say not enough, but I think he put on some muscle. Yeah, he's standing right behind Mendoza, and I can see the biceps. He looks a bit bigger. His shoulders also look much bigger. But if you can't play, we can't judge you. I don't know. Raiders get the ball on the return on the 20, 25, 30. There's a flag on the play. Hamby got across the 30, but there's a flag. Flag on the Raiders receiving team. Wait. Um, I'm trying to figure out what kind of background noise to use for the streams because I know it's just my voice and I kind of want a little bit more ambiance, but I also can't put on something that's gonna like, you know. Once we get more people in here and the subs and donations and all that coming in, all those noise start coming in. But Mendoza gets rid of it right up the middle to Mike Washington. It gets it on the 9. Raiders called timeout. That was about a 9-yard gain. Mendoza was under pressure again, but he did very much get rid of that. If I'm Mendoza, he needs to start. He needs to look for like a corner, like a deep corner that's gonna get us like 20 yards. We have one more timeout. We need a deep shot like right now. It's 2nd and 1, but we do need a deep shot right now because you'll still be put at a 3rd and 1 if you miss. Yeah, it's in a shotgun, 3 receivers. This should be going for something deep. There we go. 5-step drop, real deep. They're going real deep. Ah, wasn't there. They went there for Brent. That's exactly what I thought they would do, right? Yeah, because a 2nd and 1, yeah, go for a deep shot, see what you got. They try for it. Now it's 3rd and 1. You're still fine. In the shotgun again. We still got a timeout left. Good. Oh! Malik Benson got his hands on it, and the defender just punched it right out. Just punched it right out. That was going to be a completion for first down. And all right, 4th and 1, ready to punt. That's okay. That's okay. That was good play. Although by now I'm gonna start telling the coaches should start telling Benson, you gotta secure that ball once it touches your hand. Because again, you can make a claim that he really didn't secure the pass before making a run and it was easily punched out. Gotta let the boy know if you want to be number one receiver, when that ball gets in your hand, you gotta secure it on your body, right? So there was a lesson there. There's a lesson there. Exactly. And the announcers are calling it. He's just a little careless. You can see his hand just not really wrapping onto that ball. He really wants to catch that ball and start heading up upfield, but you gotta secure that ball first, right? At the end of the day, a first down is a first down. If there's nowhere else to get anything else, you don't have to look for it. A first down is a first down. You move the drive. They should take a knee here, and that should take us to the half. That's the half coming. Um, Honestly, outside of people saying the Raiders are gonna be dog shit, if we eliminate that concept, I would say in a real game, in a real game, the Raiders still have a pretty big chance of coming back in a real game. And the reason why is statistically everything is still pretty balanced. Just a couple of errors that kind of went the Houston's way. So nothing alarming for me. I know guys like Mitch are probably losing their minds already, but for me personally, nothing alarming. This is if I'm coach, I'm going in there saying, guys, look at your stats. We're doing good. Just a couple errors. We gotta refine that. And coming out of the half, we're gonna get the ball first. We're gonna have to go in and try and punch them in the mouth, get 7 on the board, go up to 10, and that gives a lot more free space for the rest of the game. If we get out there and we don't score right away, then things might kind of snowball real quickly, but still plenty of game to be played. Still plenty of game to be played. Let me get myself some more water here, y'all. So far though, the best players of this game have actually come from the defense. For me, man, lots to look at there, which is good because the defense is the one I was hoping would make some big plays, and they have made some big plays. Remember, Houston only has one touchdown, only one touchdown offensively. The other came from the defense. So so far, yeah, this is the stats are not even stats really also aren't looking that bad. Yeah. First downs also not looking too bad, like 7 to 11. They're beating us there. Okay, third down efficiency. This is the big one, right? Third down efficiency has not been good for the offense, right? Sacks allowed. We've only allowed one sack, but Mendoza has been under pressure. So yeah, Mention. This is so much fun, man. I Dude, I'm so glad this season's back. If I said to rate the Reddit so far, the Reddit can't be any higher than the C, right? It's a C. But good news is, from what I'm seeing, it's not a terrible C. It's just a yikes. We got to work on some things. Not a terrible C. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of bounce back a bit here in the second half. Okay, I'm gonna get some tea. I need some sugar in my system. I think we're getting ready to come back. The Raiders do receive. Is Mendoza going to go in again? I hope he does, though. He might be done, but I hope it gets one more go. All right, Raiders receive it. 20. Around the sideline, 30. 30 about the 35, but there's a flag. They're currently interviewing D'Amico Ryans. Okay, so it is O'Connell. Let's see what he's got. That first pass wasn't great. Second and 10. At this point, I'm just looking for someone who's going to put themselves above. Shotgun. Dylan Labby gets the ball at the 10. Gets to about the 15. That's touchdown for the Raiders. They're hyping up the D'Amico Ryans right now. You can see his face. At first and 10 on the center. It's a run. Labby gets the ball. Gets 1, 2, gets about 4 yards. Second and 5. Gets 5 yards. Play action. Aiden O'Connell throws deep. Short. No flag. No flag. Third and 5. That was to Malik Benson, but the ball didn't get to him. He was wrapped up though, so he could have tried to claim some kind of flag there, but shotgun for the Raiders. Looking. Oh, throwing deep, throwing real deep. Oh, again, no hit. Fourth and it was another deep shot to Malik Benson, but other dip looks are not. Other dip looks are not really showing up. There's nothing there, but we keep trying, and that's good. So I was kind of hoping we would go down and score on this drive. So another punt for AJ Cole coming. He gets the ball out. Gets to the nice, nice, good punt. But there's another flag. There's been a flag on almost every special teams play. So far, about as average of a day for the Raiders. I know a lot of people are gonna say that it's bad, real bad, and I don't mind people saying that. A closer look says it's not that bad, but it's just also not a good day in general. Mm, I don't have any more takeaways on the game yet, because at this point I just want to see more, right? And for being truthful, more of everything. I want to see more of everything. So far, a few good things I love about this game: spreading the ball out. I mean, the ball is getting out pretty spread out pretty nicely. What just happened? Whoa. There's a major injury on the field, Raider player. The card's out. They went back to commercial. So while they were on commercial break, a major injury happened to a Raider player, UDFA. The card's coming out. This is a very typical preseason game. Offense is back in the game. Houston's offense. It's their third string quarterback. Number 63 again keeps getting in there. Number 63 for the Raiders is getting a lot of good pressure. Let's find out who he is. Uh, Fatukasi. They only got him as one tackle right now, but he's getting good pressure. Oh, ah! I am not loving all of this speed rush on the edge. I'm not loving it, man. I think we need edge players to just put their hand right on the tackle, push him back, control him, get him out of the way, and stop trying to run around him all the time. It's just it takes so much longer to get around tackles. I just don't know why people. Okay, well, it is what it is. Okay, so Kean Sloan, ball didn't go his way. It was a run play, but I like the way he just played that. Shotgun again for the. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have some interesting things to say about Sloan. Because on every play you can see him, but the impact isn't there. And I'm like, it's because you're doing the same thing every time. You're just trying to run around the tackle. You're not gonna get there in time. It wouldn't happen. You have to put in a spin move or something. Or take a quicker angle on the tackle. Eventually I'll get in. Eventually, and maybe he will. Hopefully, let's see. Yeah, see now they just double teamed them. Yeah, nothing there from because of a double team. They know he's rushing in every time, so they just put a running back check on him. That's what I keep saying about guys who speed run like Malcolm Coons. It's it's not as easy as it looks. So just run around the tackle. Like it's not. First of all, you're gonna have to do it enough that you get close. But the moment you start getting close, it becomes easy to just say, "Oh, just get a chip block." Nice, good block. Good block around the corner there. Good return by the Raiders. There's a flag. I swear, there's been a flag on every single special teams play. It's gonna be on Hemby again. I thought that was a good block though. He put his hands up. Man, okay. Illegal block in the back? Really? But he. Let's see. What? No. That, what? That's an illegal block in the back? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because he checked the guy, got in front of him, put his hands up just to slow him down. Yeah, okay. I can see. I guess a little block in the back means anytime you touch the would-be tackler from the back, that would be considered illegal block in the back. Hmm. I hope somebody clarifies that rule because that one looked like I'm not sure about that. Okay, well, commercial break. There was a Reddit injury, but we haven't heard any updates on it. Ah, they're talking about some Houston Kyle McNear. Oh, Steve McNair's daughter? Wife? Okay. Maybe it could be it actually could be his wife. Yeah. O'Connor incomplete pass. O'Connor does seem to be moving maybe a bit quicker. O'Connor in the shotgun. Hand up to Lauby. 5 yards, 6. It gets about 5 yards. I'm like, this game is boring, but I want more of this. I can't even begin to tell you. Like my internal state is like in a state of bliss. Like I'm loving just break, breaking this down play by play and just seeing what's happening on the field. Okay, O'Connor in the shotgun again. 3 receivers. He's looking. He throws. Oh, nice. Good catch by number 83. Is that Jackson? Is that Sheriff Jackson? Wasn't a first down, but are they gonna go for it? I hope they do. 4th and 1. Let's throw a caution to the wind. Right, chat? Throw a caution to the wind. By next game, this screen is gonna have more additions to it, so be on the lookout for that. My actual screen will get smaller. There'll be other stuff on the ground because I do want to give you guys as looped in on the actual game as possible. I'm currently hunting for a good app that can show me a score that I can put up for you guys. But 8 minutes left. I feel like this game is still gonna get fun. I do. I feel like this game is gonna be get fun. As a preseason game, I think this. I'm getting the feeling that this might go down to the wire. Namely because in a preseason game, the winning team doesn't really want to knock out the losing team and blow them out of the waters. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but at this point is when the Houston is going to start trying some different things because they're up, right? Their starters have done their thing. Now they have a little bit of room to start searching and right, kind of start doing some cool nip stuff if they want. Because again, this game doesn't really matter. Your first team has kind of done what they needed to do. The Raiders didn't put out their first team defense anyways. Fernando Mendoza honestly didn't have a terrible day outside of one interception. Multiply this by a full game, and you can probably and you probably get one more touchdown on the board and find a way to come back. But even with that being the case, Kirk Cousins is still kind of the main focus of the Raiders. So really, it really doesn't really matter. Uh, so I think this game can still get fun. I do. So let's see. Let's see if it does. If we're lucky, chat, if we're lucky, we're gonna start getting a game where Houston is gonna start trying some interesting stuff, which will lead to like a Raiders turnover where the Raiders get an interception or something. Um, and both teams just kind of keep digging deep into the playbook to find some, cool stuff. And it works for everyone because at this point on offense, both offense want to know how far they can go into the playbook and see what the third team can do with going deep into the playbook, right? At least if I was a coach, I would be kind of interested in that because my question at this point is how far deep is the knowledge we are impacting? How far deep is it in our players? Are the third team practice guys getting those messages? Because that's really good, right? Um, but we're watching through ESPN, so they are going to fill up the screen with as much interviews as they possibly can. All right, Houston in shotgun again. Two receivers, three receivers. One receiver fell down. They got the ball around the 5 by 4 yard. I'm telling you guys, Will Anderson Jr., that dude's going to be a good NFL player. Run up the middle to try to go, nothing there. Like Will Anderson Jr. is working with Miles Garrett too. So I'm telling you, that dude is gonna be. Oh, that's what I mean. That's it. Raiders just stripped the ball out. Told them about the Raiders. That's what I mean, right? I don't even know who got it. Like all it takes is one play and it gets fun at this point, right? Okay. So the Raiders get the ball back. That was Johnson 40. Oh, 93? No, no. Again, Patrick Johnson. I think that was Patrick Johnson again. Maybe not, but I think I saw 93. Who got that? Yeah, that was Patrick Johnson again. Yeah, that was Patrick Johnson. That was a forced fumble by Patrick Johnson. Again, he was shining last week and he's still shining again this week. Yeah. Huh. He's The thing is, he's not young though. He's like 28 years old. He's been in the league for a while, but we'll see. It's possible. He's one of those guys who just shines in preseason, but against first team really doesn't. But again, that's a sack and a forced fumble. And just like that, the game got interesting. All right, O'Connell back on the center. 41 motion. Tight end motion to the other side. O'Connell throws it. Oh, almost throws a pick. Patrick Johnson, yeah. Yeah, just straight up got in there. Damn. And Garrett Smith just got on top of it. That's what I'm talking about. Just like that, the game just got interesting, and we saw a real big play by the Raiders here. Okay, 2nd and 10. 83 gets the ball. Couldn't go. That's Devin Tompkins. He's a smart dude. His first stop with the gain of 5. That gives us about a 3rd and 4, maybe? 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. All right, shotgun, didn't lobby in the backfield. Jackson in motion. Sugar Jackson, number 4 in motion. 3 wide receiver. 3rd and 5. O'Connell throws. Batted down. And a flag will fly. Oh, there's a flag on the play. That looks like it's on Houston. Pass interference, number 41 defense. That's an automatic first down. Here, I would expect some kind of a shot downfield. Oh, he's pulling. Oh, yeah. No, he pulled everything. He pulled the shirt. He pulled the arm. He pulled the biceps. He pulled everything. But he didn't pull a muscle, so that's good. I would expect something downfield here. We are on the 22. I would take something in the end zone here. I would take a shot. Oh, trick play. Told y'all. This is where you start trying some interesting stuff. Right? Is it a trick play? A little round trick play. This is the point where I keep saying it, where you want to start trying going deep into the playbook, because it's going to give you a lot of information about what your team is capable of here. How far the knowledge you're trying to pass down goes, right? They're showing Darius Stinger right now, and that man is so good at football. He's so excited to watch, man. 2-6 on the center. Jackson in motion. Looks like a run up the middle. Darby gets about, they'll give him a 1. The rest will give him 1. That was about a 1. Yep. The Houston's defense, if we don't remember, is ranked 2nd in the league. They are good everywhere. And they've been good for a long time. They've been working together for at least the past 3 years. I think DeMichael Rice has been with Houston for 4 years. The first year they started being good right away, but they've gotten O'Connell up the middle to Lobby. Malik gets the ball. Lobby goes, and right down to about the 3. We are inside the 5, ladies and gentlemen. I told you guys, all you need is one big play right at a time like this. Everything I've said will happen on this drive is happening. There was a trick play. There was a big defensive play, and there was a trick play on offense. This is the time where you want to start digging deep. I think Patrick Johnson just already made the team. Patrick Johnson's on this team. Up the middle. Oh, Lobby breaks out to the corner. Touchdown, Raiders. Told y'all. This is football. This is football, man. Trust me, you don't know if someone's duck shit in football till fourth quarter. If fourth quarter they're not doing it till then, no such thing as duck shit. It it's a sport. This is what it is. This is what it is. It's not magic. Things happen. The ball hits the ground. All you need is one player to play hard, to just for one play, one just goes extra and the ball just comes their way. That's why you have to keep pushing every single play because you don't know when the ball's going to come your way. And when that happens, you give us a turnover that we need and boom, touchdown. Or just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a ball game. It's good. This is a fun game. Okay, commercial break. Let's yeah. I think from here on, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Kevin, Keelan, yeah, that's their guard, I think. Center. Okay, they made him center. There you go. Who just kicked that? Was that Tokyo too? Because that was a good kick. They're talking about a player and his wife, and it's really really sweet story. Okay, Kian Sloan is heating up every time. Kian Sloan is getting back there, so he keeps that up. It might be, it may not be a matter of time before we see another big play here. They're really focusing on a player's wife. 2nd and 2. Raiders are ready. momentum is definitely shifting. You can see a more of a step in the player. Kean Sloan in the backfield. Kean Sloan. That's a tackle for loss in the backfield by Kean Sloan. I know what people mean by his hustle. I still wish he could play linebacker, but maybe he can't. Maybe he can't. Uh, 3rd and 2. We're still running a 4-2. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's another one. Raiders tackle. The ball's out. Houston got it back. But just like that, remember the things I've been saying. Remember the things I've been saying. This game is going to get fun yet. That's 4th down. That was good play by the Raiders. It was Jafari Harvey. Got around the tackle. Pushed him down. Oh, so Houston did. Oh, this is so cool. Houston, both left tackle and right tackle, did a cut block. Again, you wouldn't do this in a normal game, but this is the point you start digging deep, and those things do lead to mistakes. Sure enough, sacked by the Raiders. Fumble comes out. They got it back, but now they got a punt. This is preseason. This is when preseason game gets really fun. This is it right here. Kean Sloan. Kean Sloan is still back there every play. I think he looks bigger. I think I would say he looks bigger than 240, but let's see. And and he feels so much shorter than he's listed as. So I wonder if we don't have the right measurables on him. Okay, I might do another segment on Kean Sloan because if his height and weight are listed wrong, that would say a lot because he is moving around that corner really, really well. But the Raiders are back on the ball at the 10. O'Connor backs up. That's a pass. 1st down by the Raiders. And that was to Philip Dorsett the second, the veteran who would never go away. Yep. Malik Benson will have taken that ball way downfield. When he dropped, he was clear. He will have taken that at least 30 yards. But again, he won't do that anymore. If he does, he won't be on this team very long. On the center, O'Connor hikes the ball. That one goes to number 30, Dale Ogunwale. All right, Raiders in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. 1 minute left in the 3rd. Take a dip shot. Long shot. There it is. There comes the dip shot. Oh! What happened there? He was open, but that was just a miss. Or maybe he didn't go for it. Nick Obedin is on the sideline. Third and 10. O'Connor in the shotgun, 3 wide receiver. We got a tight end in the game. 3 seconds, 2, 1, hikes. Good block. Dip shot. And Connor misses. Yeah, it was a deep shot that I said we would be taking, and here we are. We're taking it. That was deep to the post. You gotta take those. Okay. This coming drive by Houston, I'm gonna expect them to. They definitely want to get another point on the board just to kind of secure the win here, and also just to kind of remove the monotonous of what's happened. And you don't want their fan base talking about how badly they're doing right now. So I expect them to try and go back to something more standard. We are in the fourth officially, I believe. Oh no, 51 more seconds left. They're gonna run up the middle. That one got about four. Uh, they are still gonna be conservative here. 2 and 6. I'm gonna see. I think they're gonna try and pull something from the backfield because they're not gonna go deep. Let's see what the formation is. Oh, they're showing deep, but no, I'm still. Yeah, backfield. That's what I thought it was. Okay, it was a sprint to the backfield. Yeah, they were showing four wide receivers, but no, I'm like, no, it's second and something. You're not doing that. You're gonna go backfield, and they went backfield. They got about nothing on that. Hmm. Hmm. The fourth quarter is officially here, so game time. If you guys have been tuning up, this might be the good time to come tune back in. I do expect the game to get quite a bit more exciting now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Mm, mm, mm. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, So Kean Sloan actually stands out. He's only been in the game since the second half, but he's already got two tackles for loss. Yeah, and Patrick Johnson keeps standing out. Um, McCollum, we're gonna have to take a deeper look at him because he's kind of moving all over the field too. All right. Houston's back in the shotgun. 3rd and 4. No pressure. Touch him, touch him, touch him. Oh, thank you. I don't think they got a first. Yeah, they didn't get a first down on that. It's like 4th and short. They might go for it, but the Raider player almost messed up and didn't touch him. And I was like, touch him, touch him. And then he realized it. Look like Houston is going to punt. Good. Houston's going to punt. Raiders going to get the ball back. They're about to go. They're going to take a delay of game. Oh, no, they don't. Okay. They get it out. And he gets, oh, yeah. And he gets it right on the 6. Well, good punt. Good punt by Houston there. Good punt. All right, so we get the Raiders are gonna have a really interesting position in here because they need to get downfield quickly enough, but they're so deep, far deep, they can't really do anything too crazy. They need a little more space between them and the end zone for movement. So the first play here should be a run to try and see if we can get maybe even 5 more yards. Uh, in the game, this is a point where Mike Washington would come in handy. Put in Mike Washington, see if you can get like maybe 5 yards, just to give yourself a little more room, and you can start doing those play actions. Because from the 6, a play action is going to be really hard to do. There should be a run. Yeah, it's a run. And just to try and get a little bit more space, they only got about 3 there. They would have preferred 5 yards for the 7-step play actions. We still have a little bit of room, so you can still do play actions at this point, which is what I would look to do now. Actually, I'm gonna put the quarterback on the center, show run, but I actually want to find a quick play action here. That's what I want to find. I want to find so not on the center in the shotgun. So they are just gonna go straight for a pass. Okay, straight to the corner. Not a first down, but 3rd and 1. That's a good position. 3rd and 1 is good. 3rd and 1, you can just tush push. But you're not going to tush push, but you get the point. Now, these guys can stop you on 3rd and 1. They're a really good defense, right? They're the number 2 defense in the league, so they're good top to bottom. So they can stop you on 3rd and 1. But I think you are going to run it because the running game's been working. I think you are going to run it. Maybe a misdirection run. All right, just an HB slam. That's a first down. Yeah. Yeah. The run's been working. Go for it. That's a first down by the Raiders. They're showing Ashton Genty's arm. Uh, Raiders on the center. 1st and 10. Another run. Hamby gets about 4 yards. Two and 2-6. So they did get 4 yards, like I said. Oh, O'Connell throws it to the middle. Good completion. Good look by O'Connell there. Good look by O'Connell. He quickly saw it and he threw as soon as he saw it. That's a Raiders first down. I understand it again. I formation. It's another run. Oh, break it off. That's a 2. That's a 10-yard, 12, 11-yard break up by Dale Ogundawale. Gets 11 yards on that. That was an outside run, just right along the tackle there, and that worked out because as soon as the ball touched the running back, there was one person to beat. Right, we're in the center. Shotgun. Another run up the middle. That's another 4 yards. Actually, that's like more like 5 yards, but they'll probably give us 4. Yeah, they give us 5. Okay, it's 5 yards. On the center, play action. There's that play action right to the corner. Yes, area we break off. 83 is breaking off. First down gets about 10 yards. That was Noah Brown. That was the dude who was just added this week. On the center again. Another run, outside run. Oh. Ambit with a good gain gets about 4 there. Second and 5. Back in the shotgun. The Raiders are going from shotgun to on the center very, very consistently. They are just flipping back and forth. There's going to be a run up the middle again, right to the outside. Gets another 8 yards. That's another first down for the Raiders. On the center again. At this point, the Raiders are going back and forth consistently. They are going from shotgun to on the center, back to shotgun, back to on the center. That time was a play action. Nobody open. Oh, another big break for the Raiders. Going on the sideline, Gundawale. That's going to be touchdown. That's touchdown Raiders. That's touchdown Raiders. They're going to Waller right on the weak side of the defense there. Went straight for the corner. Turn out field, and that's easy, quick touchdown. And he secured the ball. Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, he did. That's definitely a touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying. You know, when this game started and it was looking bad, I said it like, look at the stats. The Raiders are playing well. Eventually, this things will start to come to fruition, and sure enough, it is, right? So, what looked like a terrible game to start, now I sign into the offense playing well, the defense playing well. We are starting to see guys actually emerge, right? I mean, there's some guys that are really, really emerging. Now, isn't it a touchdown? Ah, Master Sour missed. Master Sour missed. I think it's done. I don't think he's got it. International pathway. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he's got it, man. He's just wherever he's living right now. Yeah, it's in his head. Yee hoo. Just waiting for the game to start up again. They're just showing stats, just waiting for the now O'Connor's gonna get interviewed. Miss Rutledge is back. Oh, they hit the ground hard. Okay, good coverage there by the Raiders on the return. They're asking him about Kirk and silly questions. Oh, that's gonna be a flag. That one's gonna is it gonna get a flag? No flag. Okay, good defense there by the Raiders. Who was on the ball there? Fernando was good on that interview. He was funny. He was actually funny. It's a funny interview. Houston is shotgun. Defense is remaining pretty standard nickel. They catch that, but they're gonna give him about the 9 yard. It's 4th and 1. I expect that Houston would go for this, unless I don't remember if they're on which side they're at. Okay, so they are gonna punt this away. Dude, I'm telling you, this game got fun. I was saying the game would get fun, and oh, Tompkins, go down, go down, go down, Tom. Oh no, oof. Towels are flying everywhere. Thankfully, everyone's fine. Yeah, the defense stepped up big time in the offense. Last drive, the offense just ran down the field, didn't get stopped, and did their thing. Uh, Score right now is 16-20. Tokyo Toes unfortunately missed an extra kick. So he's not doing well. So we missed an extra kick, but still good. Offense is back on the field. We'll be back on the field. Yeah, no, I was telling you when somebody came in and said the Raiders a dog shit, I'm like, no, no, we're not. Look at the stats. If you look at the stats, the game is showing something else that we just haven't gotten those breaks yet, but we're keeping in pace with the way a football game should go. And sure enough, the Raiders got 2 turnovers back to back. Paris Johnson got a tackle for fumble, um, and then somebody else got a major sack. I mean, like, yeah, they've been doing their thing. So, and Ian Sloan is in the game now, and he's here in. I'll say this to you now, Venta, because I've been holding this statement for you. I wonder if Kean Sloan if his height and weight are listed wrong on the Raiders website. He plays way too small for how tall they're saying that he is. Um, we'll see, because if he's bigger than 240 like they listed, that at that point we're getting more into Dwight Freeney type of frame, and there is a room for that in the NFL. I know Dwight Freeney types don't come very often, but when they do and they're good, there is room for it. Cause yeah, he's been playing well. Um, I want to see more moves that I'm not getting. I'm not seeing a lot of inside moves, just mostly trying to run around the tackle, and he's fast enough to do that. But if you can throw some power moves and some spin moves in there, we could have something. Oh, cool myself down a bit. Look like we are about to get back to the game. Raiders on the center. Roman Hamby's been running well, so the running game was consistent this game, and that's one of the things I was looking for. And the running game was very consistent. Has been very consistent. The Raiders have been averaging good average. Washington was 6.2. Lobby 6.2, MB 4.8. Ogundawale came in, run the ball 4 times and averaged 8.8. Tompkins ran the ball once, got 4 yards. The passing the ball has been spread around so much, but again, right? We have multiple people coming in, but still. Okay. Check down, and Roman Hamby got about 4 yards on that. Oh, who said that? The dude said that was above. Oh, who said that? Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, right there. Uh, Jonah Carroza. Raiders look like dog shit. And I was like, no, no, we don't actually. We don't. Okay, shotgun again to the corner. Raiders are punting. I didn't see that last play. My little boy needed a kiss for bed. Oh, Houston returning. Oh, and it got stopped. They almost one more person to beat, and it was a shoe. What do they call it? A shoe nail tackle. A shoelace tackle. There's two Lauren and there's oh gosh. These guys are having fun with themselves. Okay, Houston in the shotgun, fake run. It's a pass. Oh, yeah. Brett Rippon tried to take a run and quickly slid. Good thing he did. I think he was about to. 3 minutes left. Texas under center. Ooh, runs into Gary Smith III. He gets about two there, maybe three. Yikes! Oh no, the Houston Texans open up the against the Bills. Oh no, that's not that bad. Bills, Bengals, Colts, and Cowboys. Nah, that's not that bad. In the shotgun again. Quarterback takes a head dive and gets the first down. But don't worry, Nation. He worked a little bit too hard for that one. Okay, 2 more minutes. Texans still have the ball. If the Raiders get it back, we could try and take a good. For us to get back in. Raiders are still, yeah, Raiders are pretty much, we've not even pretty much, we've been in nickel the entire night. That should have been a false start flag, but no flag there. That felt like it should have been a flag. They got 9 there. They're going to kind of let the clock run. Yeah, exactly. We're not going to let the clock run. The Raiders have caught a timeout because, like I said, this is a simulation of a real game. So we are going to try and win this game. Because next week's game is going to be mostly about assessing players and who's getting cut, who's not getting cut. But yeah, no, this one matters. Okay, 2nd and 1, 1 minute 54 seconds left. The question is, can we get the quick 2nd and 1? If we can stop them here, we could possibly. It's gonna be a run. Oh, it's a run, and they get nowhere. Okay, 3rd and 1, perfect. Okay, 3rd and 1, 1 minute 50 seconds left in the game. Raiders have one more timeout because, of course, we call timeout again. Okay, on the center for Houston, it's gonna be. Oh, they try to run again, and boom, we stop them again. It's 4th and 1. 4th and 2. Actually, that was tackle for loss. 4th and 2, and we use the last touchdown. We want to get that punt so we can do a proper 2-minute drill to win the game. I'm gonna write the last drive here straight into a breakdown of the game, like a quick reaction breakdown of the game. Houston's gonna punt. Houston has 3 timeouts left, but really doesn't matter for them much. And it's inside the 5 too. Okay, so this is like a proper 2-minute drill. You don't have timeout. Raider Nation, Raiders about to get about one more drive here to try and seal the game down for the second preseason game. I'm gonna roll this straight into my reaction. This game was, for me, was about a B- game all around. I saw a lot of things that I wanted to see, but let's see how they close this down with 1 minute 30 seconds left in the game. No timeouts. O'Connell from his end zone. Ogundawala tried to get out of bounds, and he did get out of bounds to stop the clock. So that's really good. That's exactly what you want to do there. That was about a 9 yards, but he got out of bounds. 2nd and 1. This is a proper 2-minute one, a 2-minute drill to try to win the game. This is like a simulation of a real game, like I've been saying we would do. This is as close to a real game as you're gonna get in the preseason. So they're gonna say he didn't go out. They're gonna, yeah, they're gonna say his knee. They're gonna say his knee hit the ground. Yeah. Okay, 10-second run off. Right. Okay. 122. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay. So no timeout. 122 is the memory call. Okay, 122. All right, that's a good long pass there. That is clearly out of bounds. 116 left, and Raiders get a first down back. So they can find a new home. Well, again, Raider Nation, this is the question, right? If Aiden O'Connell, how he does here, why is your message keep getting retracted? Every time you put up a message, it gets retracted. All right, we're back in the shotgun here. Another sideline throw, and we got out of bounds again. Now we got 1 minute 11 seconds left. Oh, no worries. I mean, he's boosting it right now. 1 minute left. Second and 1. Going deep. Nice. Okay, that's a completion in down on bounds, so we are going to have to spike that. That's first down. 1 minute left. We don't have to spike that, actually. If you have a play ready to go, you don't have to spike that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to spike that. Yeah, we're going to go right into a play call. Another one right down the middle. Okay, now we are going to spike it, most likely. 2nd and 1. You are going to spike it now. Okay, now we spiked it. 38 left. 3rd and 1. Again, this is a simulation of a real game. This is how a real game would end if this is a scenario. 38 seconds left. 3rd and 1. You got to take a sideline shot for first down, right? First down is easy to get, but you got to take a sideline shot to stop that clock one more time. So you'll get at least 3 end zone. Oh, we're going straight for the end zone. Is that touchdown? It stops on the one. They're gonna stop us on the one. They're gonna stop us on the one. You're gonna get there, spike it, and go for it. Okay, the Raiders just straight went downfield. They just straight up went downfield. You're gonna spike that. Oh no, we're gonna rush it in. Tush push, and that's a touchdown for the Raiders. That's a touchdown for the Raiders. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown for the Raiders. There it is. Touchdown Raiders. Right? I was saying it. Yo, chat. So somebody came in the first quarter and they said the Raiders are dog shit because they were playing badly. I'm like, no, actually, if you look at the stats, they're not playing badly. They just the game just kind of got away from them with that pick six that is just really abnormal. Is that are you gonna blame that on Mendoza? Sure, you can. We can, but it was just a fluke interception that led to a touchdown for Houston. But I kept saying, if you look at the stats, the Raiders are doing really well. There was some there were things that I was looking for this game, right? Can the Raiders run the ball effectively and efficiently? Yes, the Raiders did both. They ran the ball very well. Mike Washington had a 6.2 average. Dylan Lobby had a 6.2 average. Roman Hemby had a 4.5 average. And Dale Ogunbowale, uh, Maltazar will miss another kick, so I don't think we're going to be keeping him. And Ogundawale had another 8.8. So, yeah, the Raiders ran really well. As far as the passing game, the ball was spread out a lot. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different receivers who caught at least one pass. A few standouts. Ian Thomas, three passes. Mike Washington got two out of the backfield. Cedric Jackson. So again, the Raiders' offense is looking the way we want it to look. Mendoza went 8 for 5 for 86, and Aiden O'Connor went 15 of 24 for 166, and a really deep shot to clutch the game at the end there. So Raiders' offense is looking advertised. It's looking very good. The question at this point is, Raider Nation, do you want to keep O'Connell? Do we want to keep him in house? He seems to know the offense well enough. He seems to be sufficient enough for a backup. Do I think he played better than Mendoza? No, I actually did not. No, Mendoza played really well. Mendoza played really well. Outside of that one weird looking interception, Mendoza actually played really well. The game's not over yet, 14 seconds left, but I do think the Raiders have done enough to show me that, okay, we are moving in the right direction. Let's talk about defense real quick. There was a couple of things that I was looking for. Can we stop the run effectively? Again, we did. Now, Houston, let's see how well they ran. Houston only had one good run, which was Woody Marks averaging 9.3 with the 4 runs and that big break that he had. If you look at their running game, they averaged 1.1, 2.6, 3.5. So the Raiders defensive line did a really good job stopping them. Okay, let's move on here. Let's look at what the Raiders defense put up here. Tristan McCollum, 6 tackles, did really well. Patrick Johnson. This is the second game Patrick Johnson is actually shined, coming up with 1 sack and 1 forced fumble. And this was the point at the game where it looked like the game would get away. And I was telling chat, like, no, just chill. This is the point where the offense is gonna try and do something crazy to seal the game, and the defense is gonna have a chance to really make a big play. And sure enough, Patrick Johnson got behind there, got his hands on the ball. The ball fell down, and then our boy, what's his name? I'm gonna find him because he played really well as well. Oh shoot, where are you at? It's not Harvey. I can't find him right now. I'm sorry. And now the Raiders just got an interception to seal the game. Again, game is over. The Raiders got interceptions to seal the game. Like I said, that was a good game overall by the Raiders. The Raiders just clutched the game. We just won that with a good interception, a good touchdown by O'Connell and the team, and a good interception to seal this game. Tradian Stukes played really well. He was all over the field. Didn't make any huge plays, but Tradian Stukes was all over the field. Thomas Booker recorded 1 sack. He played really well. Keon Crawford also showed his face and he played reasonably well. Kean Sloan continues to make really, really good pressure. I don't know what's going to become of him on this team, but I'm pretty sure he is going to make this team. Um, uh, Fatu Kasi was the first of the defensive players to make a big play, so that was really good. Um, Overall, Shegun Olubi, I believe he is going to make the team as well. He is playing really, really well. I wish I can find the other guy who really shined on this defense, but they put him so far down low now because a lot of other people did good. But so far, I from the defense, I liked everything I saw from top to bottom. They played really well. Yes, Houston did put up 20 points on the board, but remember, Houston only scored one touchdown on offense. The other touchdown came from the interception. So overall, a really good game by the defense. Jafari Harvey, he also had a sack and a fumble forced, right? So we had 2 sacks and 2 fumble forced, and that was at the point where the game was getting away from us, and we needed two people to make a play. And sure enough, we got 2 people who made plays and got us back in the game, which then allowed the Raiders offense to clutch it out. Really good play calling by Clint Kubiak. Based on what I saw, the Raiders were in shotgun and under center 50-50. The amount of time we switched from shotgun to under center was so much that I'm going to conclude it's 50-50. Now, when the season starts, it's possible that that's going to change. That number might go down, but in this game, it was 50-50. Also, the play action to non-play action was also pretty much close to 50-50. Maybe more like 40-60 play action because that does seem to be what the divide there would be. But the point I'm making with that is Kubiak seems to be quite proficient going from the shotgun to on the center to play action to normal runs or normal passes effortlessly. And he caught a really good play. There was no point at this game where I felt that the game was out of reach. Every second, even when somebody said the Raiders are playing like dog shit, I said, no, they're really not. If you look at the box score, if you look at the stats, it's showing you a very consistent team. Nothing is getting away from us. We're really playing each quarter effectively till we get to the fourth quarter, so we can start taking stuff away from the offense on the other team. And sure enough, that is exactly what happened. And by the end of the game, everything just kind of snowballed into Houston not being able to keep up with the momentum the Raiders were building throughout the game. I'll say this again, right? I'll get is AOC gonna get traded? That is the question. Is he going to get traded? But I'll say this again. The Raiders were extremely consistent. Extremely consistent. The running average was so good. Guys, if the Raiders can run this average per game where it's not just one person that's taking over, you got three players, 3 running backs who are running at a consistently good average. And look at the receiving average. Every receiver, 6.3 for Ian Thomas, 20.5. That's the deep play for Jackson. That's the end of the game. That was the deep shot. But even someone like Devin Tompkins, two passes for 9 yards, 4.4 average. Mike Washington, nine average. Sheridan Jackson, two passes, both of them deep shots, 18 average. Philip Dorsett, 9.5 average. This is as consistent as you get as a football team. Raider Nation, let me make this clear to you. Let me make this clear to you. If the Raiders can play like this every game, the Raiders will win a solid 8 to 9 games this year. If we can play this consistent for the next 3 years, we're going to start being a good playoff push team. If you look at the the stats, as you can see on the side there, look. The Raiders started the game 0-17, right? 0-17. Okay, and the end of the game with 401 total yards, 441 passing yards, 166 rushing yards. They beat the Houston in pretty much every single category, and they started the game 0-17. That's all I got. This was a good game overall, and no, I do not think it will be different if the starters were in. I think the result will be the same if the starters were in the game, because the difference would have been in that third quarter when we needed somebody to make plays. It will be somebody like a Quiddy Pay, somebody like a Max Crosby that will be making those plays. This is exactly how I want the Raiders to play every game. maybe not start 0-17 because there is a scenario where starting 0-17 quickly gets away from you, and before you realize it, you're snowballing into like 10 and 10 and 31 in the third, and you're kind of scrambling to get back. So we don't want that kind of scenario. But in the half, 0-17 seemed really doable. And as soon as we got that one field goal up, it was like, okay, this is looking good. And keeping in mind that we remain consistent, right? If you guys didn't know, we started the game. Believe we were like 1-5 efficiency on third down. By the end of the game, we got it down to 4-12. That's still not good. Except remember, we started with 1, right? By the end of the game, we got 3, right? Uh, check out this contrast. Look at the Houston Texans. They started the game, I believe, like I think they were like 4-5 efficiency, and they ended the game 7-17. Okay, so a football game is not over in the first quarter. It is not over in the first half. It is not over in the third quarter. It doesn't start becoming over till around the end of the third quarter to the beginning of the fourth quarter, and that's when the Raiders really charged it up, especially defensively. Um, Rob Leonard showed that yes, when it comes to winning games, I can call a good defense that's going to keep us in the game to the fourth quarter and wait for the offense to start making those big breaks. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Nation, that is exactly what happened. This was a great call by Kubiak and Rob Leonard. Really good play by the Raiders offense and defense to stick in there and clutch out a win. It's just preseason. But based on the way this game was played, the Raiders will be more than fine this season. I think Raider Nation, you're about to be in for a really, really, really fun season. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all I got. Yo, Vente, you are the man. You are the superstar. Thank you for always being here. The other people who were here, I know you guys were here. Don't worry, I will not forget you guys. Raider Des, you were here. Thank you so much. And we also got Raider 7528. Thank you so much. This video will be posted for you guys to see tomorrow, the recap. But again, Raider Nation, be proud of this game. It looks good. I can scroll up and down so you can see the stats here. It looked really, really good for the Raiders. It was a very, very, very good game and very good game plan. That's all I got, Vente. Thank you so much. I will see you. I may not stream tomorrow, but I will see you soon, brother. Raider Nation, have a wonderful night.